Okay, good afternoon. This afternoon we've got something really nice here. Got this from Clean Your Car, and it's one of the wonderful, well, I think it's a fantastic snow foam cannon. They sell it at $34.95, which I think is an incredible price for what you get. It's a VIX, by the look of it, VIX technology 2.0. Okay, and I've opened the box. It comes with quite a bit of gear in this, so what we're going to do is open the rest of it while you're looking. Looks like a really nice quality piece of kit. A very nice silicone tube, nice and bendy, with a really nice high quality stainless gravity ball. Okay, that's as good as what you're going to get. That is premium quality of the silicone. This is a nice size. Wow, that is a beautiful plastic. PET plastic. Very, very strong. Keith would love that. That is very strong. Look at that. VIX Pro 2. That is a beautiful looking piece of kit. That's like a piece of jewellery, that is. Look at the markings up the side here. Look at how lovely that is. Let's put my glasses on and have a look where we go up to. Up to 800 it says, and then there's another mark which I believe was going to be 1,000. I shall measure that and I'll let you know if that's the right amount or not. Have a look in here, and we've got a gasket. That's in a nice sealed plastic bag. I don't know if that's a spare one, so I'll take this out to begin with. Take the manifold out. That's nice. We've got a stainless 1.25 orifice fitted. Wow, oh lovely. We've got notches. On the volume screw. Look at that. That's notched. You can put that wherever you want. We don't know, we normally turn it to full, but that is quality. Not seen that on any other foam cannon at all. That is quality. Yes, yeah, it's got an O-ring fitted, so that is a spare O-ring, and that's a spare orifice that's going to be. So let's have a look what size that is. It's 1.1, so they're the standard ones that we're going to get there. And then we've got a spare filter. Just take the jets out, the jets or the orifices out. I'm going to measure them to see how accurate they are. Must say I'm incredibly impressed with this at the moment. Could not be more impressed with this. These are my carburettor jets, injector jets. They're incredibly accurate. That's the 1.1 for the 1.1, and that fits perfectly. This just gets better and better, this does. And that's a 1.25, and that's a perfect 1.25 fit. So we've got what we've got. This is like MG. Oh, look at this here, look at this beauty here. We've got a pigeon in the bird bath. He wants to watch the review. Hello, mate. Got nothing for you to eat.
Got a dog that'll eat you.
How nice. So, what we're going to use, we've got the NIXX P180, and that reduces the pressure from 180 bar all the way down to 130 bar. So that, if in effect, gives us 2 pressure washers, a lower range one and the top end one, all in one. So that means we're effectively testing 2 pressure washers today with this one snow foam cannon. Just feeling this. Oh, just as I expected. We've got notched here as well. Look at that. Listen to the click. Solid. This is about as good quality as you're ever going to get. This is like MJJC quality. This is. And then the horizontal and vertical fan. That is absolutely spot on. There's no looseness to it. It's not tight. That is not going to come loose, and it's not firm either. This is probably the best made manifold part on any snow foam cannon. I don't think you could better it. That is absolute total quality, that is. By the look of it, it looks like it's brass and chrome plated. It looks like that. It's certainly plated. I can't see any evidence of brass on the machinings yet. Yes, it's brass. I can see brass here, look. But let's have a feel out. That's wonderful. The seal on that is beautiful. Lovely. It's got 2 in the bottom there. If you can possibly see that, you'll see there's 2. Let me point them out to you. Can you? 2 holes. Yeah. Those are to let the air in, but to make it that it sort of when, yes, it lets it breathe. Right, if you just hold it a second, I'm just going to go and get my pin punch. Ready to go. The quality of this is just outstanding. Other need to be okay. So let's have a look in here, shall we? Oh yeah, the ball bearings held in nicely in there, so we've got no problem there. Just having a look how the not sure how the filter comes out. Here we go. There's your filter in the bottom, the seal, O-ring seal, that's what was holding it in, and there's the venturi, part of it, look, and the other part's in the bottom.
Turn it down a bit.
That's a very unusual one, that. This is a very unusual snow foam cannon. It works in a different way. The venturi is in a different place, so very interested to see how this goes. Very interested. I'm not taking the other part of the gun apart. There's no need for that. Nothing that side that we need to look at. I'm just lining up now the filter. Just need to line the filter up at the bottom. Can't get my finger in there, it's so far down. But you can see quite easily down here. Yes, that's lined in. You can see that that's lined in all the way down to the bottom, nice and level. Okay. then this will push into the bottom. What is nice about this is these are beautifully lubricated. I don't need to go and get my pot of grease out with this one. Everything's done wonderfully. So honestly, I cannot fault this no foam cannon. It's really, really well made. I'm absolutely astounded at the quality of this for £34. It's amazing. This is like the quality of £100 snow foam cannon. This is easily. Look at the way that's just gone together. That's gone together like something that's a lot more money than what it is. That's really high quality. And the pin as well. Look. This is super high quality, this is. Let's hope the foam's as good as what the rest of it is, because it's honestly, it's seriously high quality, this is. I am so impressed with this. That's beautiful. What a nice fit that is. I bet this fits as well. I'm surprised if it don't. It's a little bit long. Yeah, I'll cut a bit off that. Snip a little tiny bit off that with my pliers. Not a lot. Just a little bit more. That's better, look. There we go. She's all the way around, look. That's not bad though, is it? When you cut that much off, look. So this is nothing, that. That's not far off at all. Beautiful. Very impressed. Right, what I'm going to do is to put in the 1.25 jet for Orifice. I can't stop saying jet because I've had 40 odd years of my life tuning racing motorbike engines, and they have jets. So, and they look just like this. So an Orifice is new stuff to me. This is a nice touch as well. O-rings on here, so you don't need any PTFE tape, which is beautiful. Don't even need to tighten this up with a spanner. Turn that to full. Right, first thing I'm going to do is to measure to see if the litre is a litre. That's an easy job. So, what we do, kind of just to show that that shows a litre, a measured litre. Yep. So let's have a look where we are with this. And we are up to the litre. So that's accurate. That's wonderful. So now, hello there, how you doing? Yep. I'm just looking at that, and 7, 8, 9. Yeah, that's spot on. What there is on this, there's a mark here. You've got 7, 8, and 9, and then there's not a mark for a 10, but it's where 10 would be. So we're fine with that. So what we're going to do now, we're going to do some PIR testing. I've got the 1.25 jet in it. I've got my pressure washer turned to the highest pressure. And hopefully this jet will be correct for this, but I'll test it. I'll do all that testing off the camera. But I'm going to just put this in the bucket. If you can just hold it for a second. Okay, so we have 14.44 kilos of water there, so we're 14.44 litres, and we'll work out the PIR for that when I've done the jetting and reset the power washer for the lower pressure of 130 bar. So I'm going to do that next. Okay, so if you just hold that and then we'll do, yeah. Just turning the pressure washer down, there's the pressure valve on the side of an Orifice. This reduces it by 50 bar. You'll see this on my other videos. I've done it countless times where you can have a look instead of me having to waste your time showing you again. Don't want to keep having to show you over and over all these things. So I'll take the orifice out. Put the 1.1 in now, which is the suitable one for 130 bar and under. So a pressure washer that's under 130 bar, this will be fine with. So all your lower power Karchers and the lower power NIXX, etc. This 1.1 jet will work fine with that. So this cannon's going to cover all of your power washers, no matter what you've got. You can cover all the high-end ones and all of the low-end ones, and I shall demonstrate that with the snow foam once I work out the PIR, and you'll see just how well it works. Fantastically built snow foam cannon, I can tell you that. If the snow foam comes out as good as the quality of the build, we're going to see something special. What we must bear in mind is the snow foam that I'm using, the Belt Amber Auto Foam, it's not the highest foaming product that's available, but it's what I normally use, so it would be unfair for me to use something else. I'm not going to put a high foaming product in with it just to make it look good. That would be entirely unfair. Gosh, this 15-metre cable I put in, it gets a bit stiff sometimes when you wind it up wrong, but it's fantastic. It helps me. Yes, please. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to do the PIR test now for the low power pressure washer settings. So we're going to see now a reduction in the amount of water going into this. Put it on time lapse, please. So we have a 8.01, so 8 kilos of water for the low pressure, 1.1 jet and 130 bar pressure washers. So for the low pressure washers, 1.1 orifice, 8 kilos, and I'll work out the PIR ratios for all that, and then you'll be able to know what to do, and then we'll see what snow foam we're going to get from that. I'll be back in a minute. Okay. Right, I've worked out the PIR figures for this NIXX pressure washer, NIXX snow foam cannon, and with a 1.25 jet, it's using 144 litres of water going through, and that's worked out at 4% PIR, 576 millilitres. That is 1,440 times 0.04, and that gives you 4% at 576 millilitres. And then a 1.15 at 8 litres, so you give 8,000 times 0.04, and that gives you 320, and that's millilitres, and that's at 4%, and that gives you 4% PIR for a 1.15 orifice. That's for your low pressure ones. So that's a low pressure 130 bar or under, and then anything above 130 bar you want your 1.25 orifice, and that will take you up to anything above that. So this comes with two, and that will take you to any pressure washer size that you fancy. So let's put some snow foam in it, shall we, and see how we go. Here's the for the first. Okay, here's the PIR figures worked out so that you can see it a bit easier, because I'm not so good at overlaying things. Is that okay? Yep, okay. Right, there's some snow foam mixed up at the low ratio for the low power, when it's set up for the low power. Okay, bearing in mind we know that auto foam is not a high foaming shampoo, high foaming snow foam. That's pretty good, that is. That's pretty good. I must say that is pretty good, that is. I'm quite impressed with that. Look at the control on that. You turn it down well on the, yeah, turn it down well on this knob as well, look. Look at that. That is fine. That's fine. That's lovely. I like that. I do like that. Right. I'm going to swap it over now. And I'm going to put in it the other orifice. Can you just give me a moment while I swap all this? Okay, so now we're swapped over. We've now got the 1.25 orifice in it, and I've turned the pressure washer up to maximum 180 bar. So here we go. Look at that go. Now we've got some snow foam. Look at that. She makes snow foam. Built amber, 4% PIR. Can you believe that?
Does it leak if you tip it upside down?
Oh, interesting. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. Do you know? That is one beautiful snow foam can. Oh no. That weren't a good idea. It's undone itself off the quick release because I didn't tighten it up. Do you know what? You know what Keith does when he throws them at the floor? It don't break either. It don't break either, look. Well, there we go. That's the crash test as well. I've never done that because I hate that. I've never thrown one on the floor in my life. That's such a waste.
Drop them?
Well, no, I've never even dropped one.
Well, not them. I mean the bottles. How many bottles have you got that's bust?
I've dropped bottles, but I've never dropped a snow foam can. God, I'm glad that ain't broke. I really like that. I would have been upset if that would have broke. I like that. That's probably one of my favourites now. That I really, really like that snow foam cannon. It's gorgeous. I'm going to put this snow foam cannon against some others. I've got some others coming, and I'm going to have a test against several, and I'm going to have a knockout test. I'm not going to put it against like the top premium ones because I don't think that that's fair. I'm not going to put it against a £100 one. I just don't think that's fair, although I think it'll hold its own, I must say. But I'm going to put this against every other one that I've got. We're going to have a knockout test. We're going to see which one wins. And I'm going to use some different foam because this auto foam is not the right stuff to use for snow foam. No, for snow foam testing. We should be using foam that foams, shouldn't we? So I'm going to get some different foam, some foam that foams, and we're going to do some proper testing. So yeah, hope you like this test. I've really enjoyed this one. This is a cracking snow foam cannon. This is, I love it. I absolutely love it. Wish I'd have had one of these before. It's a stonking snow foam cannon this is. However they buy these and sell these for 34 quid, £35, I don't know.
Where'd you get them from?
Clean Your Car. cleanyourcar.co.uk. Yep, that's the place. I don't know how they can possibly buy them and sell them of that quality for that much money. That is, I get lost for words, you know I do, but that is, you can't say any more, can you? That is the most amazing thing. It's like, the quality is exquisite. It's got features on it that no other snow foam cannon's got that I've seen. I've never seen one that's got a clicky top. That's, you know, that's beautiful, that is. This here, the way this works here, I've never had one that's ever worked as precise as what that works. We've got the click in here that's as precise as anything. You've got a spare filter with it, a spare orifice with it, a spare gasket with it, a bottle that don't break if you crash it onto the floor. Honestly, what more do you want? What more do you want? I mean, you could buy 3 of these for the price, you know, of a top of the range one, or the top of the price one. It won't work any better than this. You know, this is the bee's knees. This is. I think that that's going on the top shelf. That's going to be used a lot. That one is. I can't wait to put in some foam in that foams like I used the other day. I've not got enough of it to put it through, but I need to get some foam. I've got some other snow foam cannons to test, which I'll show you, and then we're going to have a knockout test. We're going to go through it. We're going to go mad, clear the yard of the plants because it's going to kill them otherwise, and then we'll see what we do. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this one. I've really enjoyed it. So yeah, thanks ever such a lot for looking. I've become an affiliate now as well of Clean Your Car. It's not made any difference whatsoever to what I'm saying about this. I think you can say that yourself. Your eyes can see and your ears can see what this is all about. If you've watched this video carefully, you can make your own mind about how good this is. I don't think you could turn the volume down. You don't need to hear me talking. This gun speaks for itself. So it's nothing to do with me being an affiliate of Clean Your Car, but I have become an affiliate, which gets you 5% off as well, and their prices are already, you know, as cheap as they get, and I get a 5% as well. So it looks after the channel, and then I can buy more things like this to show you. But yeah, made no difference at all to the way I've looked at it, and you'll see that because there'll be other products that come on and they're not going to be as raving as what I am about this. This is just, the snow foam did me last time, the Maguire's bubble gum, and you saw why. It was fantastic, and I think you can see why with this. This is very special. It's special, it's fantastic, and if I can't get excited about something that's fantastic, well, I shouldn't be doing it, should I? Yeah, all right then. Thanks very much. See you on the next one. Bye for now.